What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and did you hear the bell? That means we have another beautiful day in the Market Watch. A lot of cards to cover. We also got an announcement of the two new starter decks are. It's going to be a Gabumon and a Garurumon theme set because it's Dragon of Courage and Wolf of Friendship. There's only a couple possibilities what that can be, right? So without further ado, let's get into the video and talk about it. Starter decks got announced for that in-between lovely BT 14 era kind of thing. That goes from BT 13 to BT 14. So this could be a lot of things here. Well, first off, we know that they announced that it's Dragon of Courage, Wolf of Friendship. So one of two possibilities here. It's going to be Agu and Gabumon. It could be a Bond themed deck, or most likely it's going to be that full evolutionary line. That Gabumon kind of needed a second wave of support anyway. Did Agumon need another wave of support? Probably not. To be honest with you, it doesn't need support left and right constantly like this, but that's just me. Things that you might want to keep on the radar, though, is that the promo stuff might get reprinted in those boxes. We don't know yet. If that's the case, then these cards will start coming down. If not, expect these cards to go up as they normally do. Agumon Gift Booster 2022. This card already $31, going down luckily, but if you look at it, really the most bang for your bucks are the light plays. They're at 30s. Let's see, near mint for just 2 copies, 35. I mean, you could gamble on these lower sales, but that's just me. I don't gamble without verification. 90 sales, 34 sales, 11. NA sale, not happening. You know, you got to at least have some sort of recognition. That, no way I would buy from there. But outside of that, yeah, there's not many near mints on market that is valued. You get light play gambles. And you know how light plays are. The light play could mean bent. So, I mean, that's just how that's going to go. I think that's something you really want to look at. And then on the Europe side, it shot up and kaboom. There's only 3 copies left on market. And I wouldn't be surprised if these get bought out in the next couple days because that's just how the market kind of goes. And this card, do I think this is going to see continue play? Probably not after this set and we go into BT12. Expect this to be gonzo. Not worth it. Not even entertaining it. Next card, though, we're going to talk about is Garurumon promo from Digital Promotional Cards. The reason I'm talking about this is the same thing about the Agumon I talked about earlier. That is because, if you think about it, if Garurumon starts getting shown off in the starter decks, and this card is not in it, and it combos very nicely with the deck, what's the first card that's going to go up? This card, because it doesn't have a reprint. There's not very ways to get it easily. And at this point, unless it's in the starter deck, this card's going to spike. That can be the gamble here. What I recommend is buy a few copies here and there until the cards start getting revealed. I mean, we get a couple week break before they start doing anything on reveals of new starter decks or any new decks. So, like $10 here. I mean, it's in the $10 range if you really want to get a decent foiling. I mean, there's not many listings where you can buy full. So, yeah, I mean, your best bet's here. We're looking like in the $10 range to get multiple copies very easily. So, that's something you want to gamble with. But I think buying 1 to 2 copies a week just in case is not terrible until the starter deck gets revealed. Then that can be a gamble. I mean, if it's not in there, you might make some profit off of it. If it's in there, you'll lose a good amount of change out of it. But that's the kind of gamble bet you have to make with these kind of card games is it going to be in there or is it not? Then on the Europe side, going down as well. Reason we also know why this is going down is Garurumon is not handling Black War Greymon matchups very easily, but looking like in the €10 range is kind of just where the common base is. I mean, Europe side, you got like €12, kind of holding strong in that category as well, but hey. Then you have Gabumon Alternate Art from Classic Collection. Starting to climb up. Reasons for this could be a multitude of reasons, and that is Gabumon is a fan favorite Digimon. This is a harder set to get your hands on nowadays. It wasn't massively open because this was more of a collector's fun set than competitively viability. And that's like $18, almost close to $22. Ooh, that's not bad. $15.84, but that's gonna be your gamble here. This person's got 4 copies. Is it gonna be worth it? That's up to you. I think it's not a bad card, and it probably could see definitely some value. And what do I mean by value? In the Garurumon package, because we know that a new, Matt's going to be in that deck. They have to give Matt some sort of support, because we're going to get that Garurumon that's going to be able to play the Matt, because why wouldn't they do that at this point? Everybody seems to be getting one. Everybody. So, that's something to look forward to. Excuse me, you skipped over. We're looking at it at Europe's side, though. Looking like 11, 12. We're looking at 13 euros range. 13 euro range is not terrible. I mean, hey, it's Gabumon. It's the alternate art. And as I said before, it might be beneficial for the new starter deck. We'll have to see. Then we have Tankmon. So this is looking like $4.44. Quite expensive little bugger, isn't it? I mean, hey, you could use this in Machinedramon, and most people would enjoy using this Tankmon. If this thing is foiled, if I remember correctly, it might be. If it's foiled, enjoy it. I think this would be very useful for your playing categories. I mean, hey, it's a one-cost Evolve Vanilla, yes, but hey, you want to use cards like this. And then on the Europe side, well, here we're looking at $4.40, but it's holding strong in the $5 range too. So it's a good card, don't get me wrong. I think it's very important and impactful, but I don't know. It's up to you if you want to play Machinedramon this format. Tankmon is going up on the Europe side. It's 25 cents. It's not terrible. I mean, hey, I think Tankmon will be worth it, but that's just me. Then we have Flamemon from Double Diamond pre-release. This baby's going up and kind of on the sold out category. There's no listings still. And that's just going to be the category with this. This card's just going to be ridiculously expensive no matter what happens with it. And don't buy it at that price. Flamemon on Europe side, €5. Close to 6 too. But almost bought out too. We're not that many listings away from just having nothing here. Flamemon, just useful in general for, guess what? Red Hybrid. And that we know BT12's around the corner. We only have 2 months gap between that. So that's something you want to keep on your radar. Then we have Lilamon, alternate art from Great Legends. Do not touch this card. I'm going to tell you this right now. Bloomlord support helps with Rosemon Burst Mode more than this card will ever do. I get that being able to spend one of your opponent's Digimon is fine and dandy, but you have Pumamon. You can do that anyway. You have, Hydramon. You can do so much with so little. And yes, Lilamon gets to spend one of your opponent's Digimon when attacking, as long as you have a Tamer out. Conditions that are a lot harder than expected to achieve. So, I don't know why you would play this. I get it's a fairy. Yes, it's searchable by Palmon. And you can possibly grab it with, the new Lilamon. So, Lilamon. So, Lilamon is just very useful, but I don't see benefit in investing into this card. Do not invest into it, and I don't think it's a good investment at all. To be honest with you, I'm looking at it. People really hyped it. I mean, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. Europe side, though, going up as well. Pushing in the $4 range very easily. Close to 5. Yeah, close to $5. I mean, yes, we have a lot of low ends, but most of it's here in the $4 range. Close to 5. So, I think Lilamon, I would avoid it at all costs. It's not going to see play in the burst deck. It's not needed. I think because the way of its ability of Digibursting out to Digimon, you're going to neg more than you're going to gain out of it, in my opinion. So I don't think it's worth it. Then we do have Burning Greymon Next Adventures pre-release. $38 and going up! And people are willing to pay for it. Ever so often. They're not, like, everyday sales. But that's just kind of how that territory goes. And it's kind of low stock as well. I wouldn't invest into it. It's kind of expensive. Yes, it is the max rarity, pre-release stamp because it is the only foil version. But hey. Burning Greymon on the Europe market, though. $6.74 is the median by the chart. I would say €7. Kind of in buyout status as well. Not too surprising there. And this is just because, you know the drill. Red Hybrid is a thing. And Ancient Greymon OTK could be a threat in the meta. So we'll have to see if that's a possibility. Flame Hellscythe from New Awakening pre-release cards. This card going up. Reason for this? Setcon, Mastemon, and then Lucimon fall down mode. Well, Ophanimon fall down. Just kidding. Ophanimon fall down mode. This card we're looking at is kind of expensive. We're looking 13 bought out status here. And people are buying it left and right. I mean, first wave, like once we started getting closer and closer to BT 11, this is just what happens. Cards are going to be bought because they need them. Europe side, we're looking at €3.90. About €8 though. It's kind of on buyout status as well. It's on low stock status. So that's just how that's going to go. And then let's take a look at it. Agumon X Antibody X Record pre-release. $24.50. Kind of just leveled out here. I like it. I don't mind that. But bought out pretty much only a few listings. And that's just because they are hyping up Grandis to beat Black War Greymon every single time. They're not going to handle Black War Greymon. Very little chances they'll survive it. So that's something to really look at. And then on the Europe side, kind of dirt cheap. I mean, €6. You could pick these up very easily for their prices. So it's not bad. Then we have Agumon Winter Awakening Pre-Release Tournament Winter card. So, as we know, we're going to get the Greymon for this set for the pre-release as entry. This was the winter one. So, what does that mean, boys and girls? Well, we're looking at $11.96, and it's going up. Reason for this is just the Agumon hype is real, boys and girls. I wouldn't change much in the world of that, and I would expect this just to keep going up, as always. On Europe side, though, looking at going up as well. Looking mighty fine at the €4.50 range. But, I mean, this card will see play for the near future. There's nothing that replaces it at the moment. And to be honest with you, why would you replace it, in my opinion? Then we have Gallantmon alternate. Next card we're going to talk about is Gallantmon Alternate Art Special Release Booster. So this card is kind of plateauing here. The reason why I'm bringing this up, this card is probably, if the Gallantmon secret that is in BT 13 isn't all that cracked up to be, just play this card. This card is so worth it. I think because, especially since you get Rush and everything like that, when attacking, trash one of your opponent's security card for every 10 cards in their trash. Free removal, free damage, no matter how late in the game this is, sign me up. This is just crazy good. I think at the end of the day, this is going to be a very spicy tech when you come to playing against any deck of that format in BT 13. So, yeah, I think this is a very, honestly, good pick. On the Europe side, going up as well. Looking at €22 is like the good medium spot. I wouldn't go higher or lower. I would go definitely if you can grab these on the lower end. €22 is kind of a good high spot. Then we got Gallantmon, the original art. This one's going up. A little bit of hype behind that is from BT13, because this is when Ophanimon got kind of shown off. People started buying it a little bit more. But, hey, it's a good card regardless of the situation, and I think at the end of the day, you're just going to take advantage of it, right? On the Europe side, going up as well, not too crazily, looking like €5, maybe close to 6. Actually, more in the 7 category. There's more copies in 7. Okay. So, €7 is not terrible. I mean, it's Gallantmon. It's going to close games out, and people are still hyped to play Gallantmon. Metal Greymon alternate art from Cross Encounters is going up, boys and girls. The reason for that is the new wave of Blue Flare support. EX4 Blue Flare is amazing. So, I mean, hey, it's all the above you want and more. I think this is just very useful at the end of the day. I think something to just keep on your radar here. I mean, hey, not bad at all. I think there's a lot of potential, and we'll have to see what happens. But we're seeing the sales. It's a expensive little bugger. If you have some laying around, might be a good time to start flipping them. Especially after Nats, if they don't perform well enough, you know what's going to happen. Europe side, trickling a little down, but looking like €18, €17. I mean, hey, Blue Flare is a contender for the format, and I wouldn't be surprised on what it can do. Kodamon is going down finally. A little bit of relaxation. Holy cow, 40 copies were bought at 49 cents. Who had that just lying around? Maybe they wanted it at $4? Who knows? To be honest with you, just wait to see what the deck does in Japan. We only have a couple more weeks until we kind of fully understand what that deck's going to do, what the crazy shenanigans is going to do, and if it's going to really revolutionize Yellow to have finally a deck that isn't Setcon. Holy cow, that would be amazing to finally have Yellow have something that isn't just playing security control. Because Yellow hasn't had something since Lord Nightmon era afterwards. That's just kind of sad. It's just been straight Setcon, Yellow Hybrid, which is basically toxic format in general, but this just is what it is. Kodamon on Europe side, 30 cents. Yeah, still holding in the big dollar range in the €2. Kind of very nicely. I mean, it'll come down. We'll have to see what really truly happens. Magna Agumon, those Setcon players, since there is no announcement of reprinting cards, which could happen. Don't get me wrong. Possibilities are endless for us. We could get a Mega Tin style event where it's just straight up reprint tins. You can pay $20, you get 3 packs, call it a day. That wouldn't be too terrible. You don't need new cards to sell something that's meant for newer players. I mean, that's just what that's going to be. And it wouldn't even be the max rarity anyway. It's going to be the low rarity. So, and we also know that it's ticking time bomb to get that gold version coming soon. $70? Boy, oh boy. Day to be a Setcon fan. €44. €47. €50. Man, oh man, this thing is quite expensive on Europe side as well. And that just comes with the territory. I'm not surprised at all. Setcon is a thing. Blue Mem Boost. What is going on here? Holy cow, this card is starting to climb. And really nothing too crazy out of the ordinary here. Just recently in the last couple days, people just been hyping it. Like crazily. Yeah. Just, there's almost seems like a sale every day. There's been a sale every day. Okay. Somebody's just buying this straight, and it's on buyout status. This is very low quantities, and I'm not surprised. Blue Mem Boost is a very powerful card, and I'm not hating on it. Blue Mem Boost going a little bit up. €2. €2? Really across the board, €2. Close to €3 when we get a little bit further down. But €2 isn't bad. I think that's pretty acceptable, and they have plenty of stock by the looks of it. If we go down, we're pretty solid here for the Europe market. Unlike us. Agumon, digital promotional. We know the drill here. Both of this card is fantastic, and it's always going to be fantastic, in my opinion. You got, $22, $23. Just, it's a fantastic card. If you're going to pay the extra gap difference, buy the foil at that point. There's no reason not to. And then we're going to take a look on Europe. 17 euros. Looking not terrible, but it's kind of on a low stock avenue there. Let's see what the foil is looking like on Europe. And that's just kind of what it's going to look like. We are on the last one here. And that is same thing on low stock and like 17 euros. Hey, that's just how the market rolls sometimes, right, guys? So, guys, what did you think of this market watch? Let me know down in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hopefully you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace!